So as Christmas is upon us, I had to test, could we save a club from relegation when they are in the bottom three at Christmas? So welcome to today's video. Hopefully you are having a good Christmas time period. My name is Paul, also known as the Northman. If you are new here, make sure you do go down and hit that subscribe button so you do not miss any content going forward. So in this video, I have given myself 6 months to save Everton from relegation. Now they are in the bottom three. They have had the 10-point deduction. So they would have been safe without that 10 points. But they are in the drop zone. We sit on 9 points, won 5, drew 4, lost 9. Not the worst record. -7 goal difference. I think it's important we have a good goal difference in this going forward. So looking at the squad, they have some good talent. If we're going to the easy view for you guys to look at, they have some good talent, the likes of Pickford, the likes of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Dele Alli, Dwight McNeil, Onana, Gay, Decore, James Gardner, Mikalenko, Ashley Young still has it, Godfrey, Holgate, Patterson. What tactic can we put together for this team? Shall we go Sean Dyche and play that lovely 4-4-2? Oh, I like what we've done here. Playing the Pickford as a sweeper keeper. Patterson, Tarkowski, Braithwaite, I'm thinking maybe Michael Keane, Mikalenko, Gay and Onana, Harrison. At the minute, Danjuma, but I'm thinking Decore there. Exactly how Sean Dyche is doing it in real life. Calvert-Lewin up front as tagman on support and McNeil on the left wing. We are missing a couple. Gardner and Decore both injured at the minute going into the start of this. Michael Keane wants to leave at the minute, transfer list, so I am putting him in the stand squad, but I might consider putting him back in, to be honest. I'm not sure. Braithwaite looks decent, but Michael Keane looks next level in terms of quality-wise, so I'm a bit up in the air if we should phase him out because he wants to leave, or just understand that everybody wants to leave. So, tactics put together. Our first game as manager is going to be Bournemouth at home. So that's going to be an interesting one to see how we can do that. We've got 400k to spend now because I sold a couple of clauses. So, who can we buy? Comment below. Let me know who you think we should be bringing in for this Everton journey. Obviously, the journey's over, but comment below who you would have signed. But a club who has 9 Premier League titles, we can't be going down with them. We just can't be doing it. So financially, we're -14 million at the end of the season. We didn't sign a single person. We shipped a lot of money. It turns out, give you a little tip. If you play Dele Alli for a couple of matches, you end up having to pay an extra 10 million. Now, I did actually know about that, but completely forgot about it during this this journey. Completely forgot about it. Completely forgot about it. In terms of transfers that happened, you can see during January, a couple of players who were never going to feature I let go. But it wasn't for the money. It was more the fact that I kept getting bids and got sick of them asking for them people, so I just sold them. The only way transfers were going to happen was if Calvert-Lewin went, because he was linked with Man United, he was linked with Saudi Arabia, etc. If he went, we'd have used that money to invest. But the fact that he didn't go meant that we had to stick with the players we had, use the Everton squad, and keep that Everton squad in the Premier League. But the question is, did we do it? Did we manage to keep them up? And if we did, how did we do it? How did it look? If. So let's get the cup competition out of the way first, the FA Cup. So we played third round against Southampton. Calvert-Lewin picked up 4 goals in a 4-1 victory. Very nice. And then we played Reading at home and got a 3-1 victory. Dwight McNeil, Calvert-Lewin and Ashley Young. At this point, I'm wondering why clubs want Calvert-Lewin. Oh yeah, it's because he's scoring for fun in the FA Cup. I handled it very professionally though. I just told them, if you want him, come and buy him. Nobody came in with bids. It was all talk all the way through January. We are desperate for him. We want him. Please let us have him. At no point did they actually come in and sign him. Now, after the Reading game, I thought an FA Cup run would be nice. I mean, we're battling survival, but an FA Cup run would be nice. We then drew Man United away and lost the game 3-1. We were 1-0 up going into the 93rd minute when they decided to score some goals, which was a bit unfortunate. But, you know, you can't win every single game. I mean, it would be nice to win some, but you can't win every single game. So back to the league campaign. If you are new, by the way, my Let's Play series, my main Let's Play series, which is going to run throughout Football Manager, is with Egersund in Norway. We're doing a Building a Nation, so make sure you do go and check that out. But our first game in the league was against Bournemouth, and we got a 2-1 victory. Now, Calvert-Lewin missed a penalty. At that point, I was ready to strangle him, but Beto luckily stepped up and scored. Now, when Calvert-Lewin was linked with Saudi Arabia, I did think to myself, it's okay, Beto can step in, but then he started to get linked with Saudi Arabia. And that's when you think, well, I can't let you both go, so one of you has to stay, but which one? Which one's going to stay? Obviously, it turned out both of them did. I'm telling you right now, in terms of some DIY, check out this cover so you don't see other stuff. Some YouTubers would blur all the results around. Not me. Straight on the paint, made a box, covered everything over. So after that Bournemouth game, I'm looking on this screen, but I'm going to move a cover on that screen. This is going to be very confusing. We ended the year playing against Crystal Palace, and we got a 1-1 draw away from home. Now, I can see who scored, but due to my amazing high-tech work, you can't. Let me fix this. Hang on. Oh, look at this. This is high quality. So Beto scored again. At this point, I'm ready to ship out Calvert-Lewin. 2 goals in 2 games for Beto. He's better than Messi and Ronaldo. Better than both put together. Didn't turn out that way. He literally forgot so many times in games we could have won. And Beto just decided he didn't know how to play football. I'm revealing 2 games now, but you've seen the Southampton one before. But we came up against Burnley in the league. Calvert-Lewin finally got a goal, and Harrison as well on the score sheet. A 2-2 draw against relegation battling Burnley. We then came up against Chelsea and lost the game 1-0. Very disappointing, but it was Chelsea. We then played Reading in the FA Cup. We then came up against Arsenal. And at that point you think, okay, we've lost to Arsenal as well. That's understandable. We then played Aston Villa and we lost that game as well. 3 defeats in a row in the Premier League. It's the Premier League, isn't it? Because we then came up against Man United and got a 1-1 draw with Jack Harrison on the score sheet. And throughout this whole period, I'm just thinking, okay, we need to fix ourselves defensively, make ourselves more solid, make ourselves just a better team defensively. A few tactical adjustments here and there, which we'll look at the end after these results. So we then came up against Brentford, lost 2-1 away from home. I did kick off a little bit at the players after that result. And it did actually work a little bit because we beat Wolves 3-1 in the next game. Calvert-Lewin getting 2 and Idrissa Gueye on the score sheet in the 93rd minute just to secure the points, you know. After spending the whole second half lining 11 men up against the goal, just trying to block it, we decided, you know what? Let's put a third in just to let the manager relax a little bit. And that was followed up with that shocking defeat in the FA Cup. It ruined my dreams of winning the FA Cup. We did then play Brighton and got a 4-1 victory. That means 2 victories in a row in the league. Calvert-Lewin with 2, Onana, what's your name, and Whittaker on the score sheet saw us win 4-1 away from home with only 90-year-old James Milner scoring for Brighton. That was followed up with a 1-1... balls. Press the wrong button. That was followed up with a 1-1 draw against Newcastle. Dwight McNeil on the score sheet. I guess the depressing thing is they scored in the 90th minute, but let's not judge ourselves defensively or we will have a mental breakdown. So the next game after that, we played Luton away from home, and I'm thinking, easy win. No, 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. And Danjuma scored in the 80th minute to secure that amazing easy win, 1-1 draw. Let's go through the next few games. So first off, Tottenham. 3-2 defeat. Let me just move the opposition across so you can see it. A 3-2 defeat to Tottenham. That was followed up with a It was 2-0. Yeah, 2-0 defeat to Liverpool, followed by a 1-0 defeat to Man City. At that point, I'm thinking, hey, check us out, only losing 1-0 to Man City. I mean, we'll take that, right? 90th minute winner from them as well. It's like Football Manager knows the amount of 90th minute goals is just becoming stupid. But this was a turning point. I thought we played some big teams here. We struggled, but we're looking okay. We're starting to look like a proper 4-4-2 team. A proper 4-4-2 team. So, let's make a couple of adjustments and let's go and secure safety. So we played against West Ham, away from home, and got a 1-1 draw. A guard for them, Calvert-Lewin for us, and a penalty. James Gardner also got a red card. Very, very annoying. But I'm going to remove the cover now, and you're going to see the last 4 results all at the same time. Let me just tell you that this tactic started to work. Look at that. I mean, see that sink, by the way. That cover just sign me up. So, first off, we played Fulham on TV and got a 3-0 victory. McNeil, Onana and Beto on the score sheet. Dele Alli played as well, by the way. By that point, I was just spewing the money away. We then played Sheffield United away from home. Calvert-Lewin early penalty, then McNeil on the score sheet. We then played Nottingham Forest at home. We scored in the 92nd minute with an own goal. Them 90-minute ones I like. We then just beat Bournemouth 3-0 on the final day, which secured us, drumroll please, drumroll, it secured us a 16th place finish, 13 points clear of relegation. 13 points clear of relegation. Bournemouth went down in the final spot. We were 13 points clear. And if you plus the 10 points we lost for budget violations, we would have actually finished on 46 points, drawn with Crystal Palace. But absolutely delighted. Honest to God, I think this tactic looks very, very solid. Michael Keane did end up coming back in, by the way. 19 games he ended up playing. Bear in mind, he hadn't played a game when I came in. So, absolutely delighted. I thought the tactic worked really well. If we go back to the schedule then, and just have a look at some of the games in terms of how the tactic looked. We've got teams, average positions, for example, overall. Everton. So look at the tactic. It literally looks like a 4-2-4. And you can see as we work along, you can see they adjust, they move back, etc. But they're in sync. They are in sync. Really, really pleased with how the tactic worked. Really pleased with how it linked. How the passing looked during it. I think it looks a very, very solid tactic. But if we go into every single one, like going to this Wolves victory here, for example, teams again. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Come on. Teams again. Average positions. Overall, Everton. Again, go to the 45 minutes so before the subs kick in. Another solid looking lineup. If we go back out and we go to a defeat, so let's pick the Liverpool away defeat, which probably pissed off the fans a little bit. Come on, generate the match report. Team average positions overall Everton. Let's go to before the subs happen. Again, I'm relatively pleased. Maybe one of the adjustments you can make is this becomes a support attacking mid in the tougher games, maybe. But all in all, it was a really solid tactic. So we went with that balanced mentality, slightly more direct with floated crosses because we have the target man in Calvert-Lewin, and be more disciplined. Distribute centre-backs for Pickford because so many times Pickford goes long and I think he loses possession more than he keeps it. I do want to slow the pace down, and I do a proper 4-4-2 idea of holding a shape and regrouping. We don't press people like crazy. We have a trigger press on, so when they do cross the lines, we press them, but apart from that, we do drop back and regroup, get our shape, get our defensive solidarity. Is that the word? Sounds like the word. But all in all, I think it was a successful saving a club from relegation. All in all, I think we looked very good. Genuinely did look very, very good. In terms of goals then, you can see Calvert-Lewin had 23, Beto had 7. He scored 4 before I came in. So he scored in the first 2 games and then scored 1 after that. Onana with 5, Danjuma with 5, McNeil with 5, and Decore with 5. And in terms of assists, only 1 in double figures, Danjuma. Harrison with 9, McNeil with 8, Onana with 5. All in all, I'm fairly pleased. I am fairly pleased with how we did. I think it was a good battle. It would have been nicer if we had a lot of transfers to look through and showed how we built the team and stuff, but we didn't have to. And we couldn't afford it when Calvert-Lewin didn't leave, and I didn't want to offer him out and upset all the players. So it ended up being one where we stuck with the squad we had, and it was more about the tactical setup we put together. Now, we were only at the club for 6 months, so I only built one tactic, but it worked. It worked. We survived. We played a proper good-looking 4-4-2 with a target man, a shadow striker running off from the gap. It just looked good. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully this video was a bit of fun. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Paul, also known as the Northman, and I'll see you next time.